Under the gray skies of Dobropil, the silence was shattered by the low hum of small engines invisible to the human eye. As the morning mist still hung over the devastated fields, enemy forces attempted to infiltrate Ukrainian defensive positions. They came in small groups, hiding behind rubble and debris, hoping for luck to cover their tracks. But that day, luck was not on their side. From unmanned control center, FPV operators from the 1st Corps had already been monitoring any suspicious movement in the sector. On the monitors, shadows of the infiltrating enemies appeared one by one. Then, drones flew to slam into the bodies of the enemy troops. Precision explosions destroying every point of enemy movement. In the skies above Dobropil, the whirring electric motors of the Hunter drones sounded like a death whistle. Under the command of the joint unit of the Azov Airborne Forces and the unmanned systems troops, the Ukrainian FPV fleet glided like a flock of eagles that had locked on to their prey. They didn't just attack, they hunted. One by one, the enemy trying to hide behind trenches and rubble were struck with precision. Precision explosions shaking the frozen ground. Each explosion wasn't just a bang. It was a confirmation that the Ukrainian defense line would not be breached. Those who tried to flee were pursued by hunting drones until the last second. Those who tried to hold on were engulfed in flames where they hid. In the control room, the FPV operators worked with the calm of battlefield surgeons. Every maneuver calculated, every attack carrying a message. There was no place for invaders on Ukrainian soil. In perfect coordination, the battle lasted only minutes, but the results were decisive. All enemy infiltration attempts in the Dobropil direction were completely thwarted. From air to ground, the cooperation between the 1st Corps, the Azov Airborne Forces, and the Ukrainian Unmanned Systems Unit created a perfect synergy of courage and technology. When the dust settled, only silence remained, broken occasionally by the sound of falling metal and billows of smoke from the clash site. Among the ruins, there was no more enemy movement. Dobropil remained standing strong, guarded by soldiers who were ready and by electronic spies who never blinked. That day, Dobropil reiterated one thing. Every step of the invaders towards Ukrainian soil would end in destruction. Sky, land, and technology, all in favor of those fighting for freedom. Despite Russian claims of total control over Pokrovsk, the Ukrainian command proved them wrong by clearing half of the town. Ukrainian forces from the 425th Assault Regiment infiltrated Pokrovsk under cover of darkness by conducting a dangerous raid and counterattacked the enemy, indicating the battle is far from over. Soldiers of the 425th Separate Assault Regiment Skala have carried out one of the most daring and symbolic missions in the battle for Pokrovsk. Conducted under the cover of darkness, the operation unfolded in several stages, with small assault teams moving deep into the city using fast buggies and drones with thermal cameras for reconnaissance. The soldiers infiltrated through the shattered streets and ruins, maneuvering through Russian-controlled sectors before reaching the city center. After intense close-quarters combat, they cleared the municipal building of Russian troops and hoisted the Ukrainian flag above it, signaling to everyone that Pokrovsk remains contested and that Ukraine remains able to combat the Russian forces throughout the urban environment. According to Ukraine's general staff, this was part of a broader reinforcement effort aimed at stabilizing the Pokrovsk-Mirnohrad front and protecting the vital logistics routes connecting the two towns. This success demonstrates that Russians are far from surrounding or taking complete control of Pokrovsk, as the majority of it remains a gray zone, with Ukrainian and Russian positions scattered across the ruins and separated only by streets or even individual houses. In one neighborhood, Ukrainian units appear cut off and surrounded, while in another, Russian troops are the ones encircled. A chaotic situation typical for modern urban warfare, where heavy bomber drones drop supplies on friendly units and bombs on the enemy. The interpositional zones are practically deserted, patrolled only by strike and recon UAVs, with both sides avoiding unnecessary movement to escape detection and FPV drone attacks. Helmet camera footage from Ukrainian soldiers shows the brutal reality of this combat. Room-by-room clearing of buildings, short bursts of gunfire to shoot down enemy drones, and ambushes against Russian infantry in half-collapsed stairwells. The soldiers operate under constant aerial surveillance, with reconnaissance drones providing live feedback and FPV drones delivering precise strikes. This footage is vital in countering the disinformation spread by the Russians claiming full control over Pokrovsk. While Russian troops are indeed present in parts of the city and have brought in substantial reinforcements, their hold is far weaker than they would like to portray. In reality, Russian forces control portions of the southern and central sectors, but their grip is unstable. Ukrainian troops continue to push back, re-entering contested areas, liberating and fortifying strongpoints, and proving that Russian dominance in Pokrovsk is not absolute. The return of the Ukrainian flag to the city center serves not only as a morale boost, but as irrefutable evidence that the city is still fiercely contested. Despite these deep clearing raids, the Ukrainian objective has not changed from holding Russian forces below the railway line that cuts through Pokrovsk and to deny them access to the northern part of the town. The railway line is tactically significant because it offers open visual space, enabling easier surveillance and drone observation of Russian movements, compared to series of destroyed houses close together. Its clear zones reduce the risk of surprise infiltration and allow Ukrainian posts and drone operators to monitor every approach route. By keeping the Russians south of the tracks, Ukrainian forces protect the northern logistics corridor toward Mirnograd, their most important task at the moment. These efforts, including the raids, are part of a larger strategic framework, buying time to clear the enemy salient near Dobropil. Success there would collapse Russia's northern flank and stabilize logistics into Mirnograd, making it become a defensive fortress. At the same time, maintaining the secure corridor by holding northern Pokrovsk ensures flexibility, either to continue holding Mirnograd or to execute a rapid withdrawal if necessary. Given the enormous number of troops and equipment Russia has concentrated here, the situation remains fluid and unpredictable. Overall, the ongoing Ukrainian counteractions inside Pokrovsk show that the town's fate is still undecided. The footage of the national flag flying once again over the main square, alongside scenes of urban clearing operations, contradicts Russian claims of victory. After more than a year of fighting, Pokrovsk remains unbroken, its defenders adapting and striking back despite